Chrysalis Bloodborne, if you are watching this video, which it is possible you are, for your Christmas dinner, you are not getting any dried anchovies. Thank you. Let's continue. I figured I'd start the review with that because the recipe he wants requires bonito flakes and dried anchovies.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure you can get dried anchovies at like a Japanese market.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Anchovies
is like one of the few fishes I will not eat.
The challenge with anchovies, outside of that, is actually they're incredibly salty.
Yeah.
And very unhealthy for you.
That's kind of why I like them.
So, in the broth, if I'm going to eat the broth, I want to make sure I don't die from extensive sodium.
So, welcome to the dry opening of the review.
So, yes, welcome.
Guess it's better than cold open.
There you go.
I have completed my public service announcement for our future dinner with Chrysalis Bloodborne. We can now take over to our regularly scheduled review.
Hey, this is like treading into Ultraman Decker territory of talking about everything in the world except the focus, which is supposed to be Kamen Rider Geats.
Geats.
Actually, there's a question.
GE Electric.
You talk about the focus, and that makes me think of Final Fantasy 11? The one with lightning?
13.
13, okay. So that's Final Fantasy 13, where they have the focus. They're to take part in a dangerous experience to accomplish a nebulous goal. Sounds a bit similar, but only in the broadest of strokes.
I don't know, that's kind of tunnel vision to me.
Well, that's how the game was, too.
So,
anyway, yes. We are here to talk about Kamen Rider Geats episodes, 2 to 3, but we also rewatched episode 1, so we're kind of going to touch on that again, because we just figured out why the hell not. I'm the Kaiju no Kami with...
Cruellica Kain.
And...
Silver Quill.
And,
we're kind of rough out of the Geats.
So... Alright, I'm just going to kick it off, because we rewatched the first episode. I'm not going to go into too much about it, because that's what our first review was about. However, I've learned a little bit more, and I think we're still going to keep similar names that we've had. Because I think we had Naive. For Keiwa.
The character I like the most of.
And actually, in thinking about it more... he's really the only character I like. And it's not for a lack of trying, but right now the two other main characters, now there's multiple main characters in truth. But the two other main characters that we have, Neon and Ace, and those are their names. Well, her name's not Neon, but that's what she goes by.
Well, his real name, I doubt, is Ace.
Exactly. But so, you could tell the show was written by men.
Oh.
Because there's some... unknown reason that men...
Well, obviously the show's written by a man.
Let me finish, though. Why you have no female input, or if you do have any female input, it's very minimal. Because Neon, who's an influencer, she's an influencer because life is so hard. She has a mom who doesn't listen to her. She refuses to talk to her mom. But her wish in this world is to meet her soulmate. That is not how girls or women are. Her chasing followers, that is a very modern thing on YouTube. So many influencers chase the followers because it's the only way that you'll stay relevant, is you have to chase what is popular. I'm waiting for a whole bunch of influencers in next week to start cooking chicken with NyQuil.
Don't.
Please don't. Please don't.
Don't. This is the Tide Pod thing all over again.
What?
Don't do that.
Okay, can I just say this one thing? One guy posted on Facebook like, yeah, look, now the FDA is now to tell you not to cook those together. This generation, I'm like, isn't it the boomer generation that they had to put labels on razor blades that said do not eat?
They also had to put labels on cigarettes saying this can cause cancer.
So, yeah, it's not every generation has their own dumb shit stuff to do.
Well, technically Gen Z is the revival of the boomer generation. And I hate to say it, but they basically are
The entitlement of the boomers.
They are the current boomers of our generation. Of the millennials generation. But nevertheless, I find the realism of her doing whatever she can to keep her popularity.
Not sure I agree. Because
Okay.
I don't mean to cut you off also.
No, go ahead.
So far, she does a dance. And as far as I know, the dance is not the latest craze. Idols in Japan do dances all the time. Her thing is the very unique of telegraphing her attempt at escape.
Exactly.
No one else can really duplicate that because no one else is in her exceptional situation.
But
Exceptional.
she's also a dumbass. With
She's
it.
as shallow as a kiddie pool.
Well,
I still love that line.
what I find interesting is that you believed her when she said her wish was for her salary.
Oh no, I don't believe her.
No, that
But
doesn't matter.
Her shallow. So
she is one-dimensional. She has no character. She's just an awful, poorly written character.
But,
She is
okay,
Let me finish. She is hands down the worst female Kamen Rider character in. Hell, even Akari in Ghost was better than her.
Well, and that's why my
Ghost.
argument is you can.
She was
tell,
the one that's like, I don't believe it.
Okay, now anti-Naruto, but
Well, so basically, my frustration with it is twofold. It's one, again, you can tell the show either has no female writers in the room or has so few they're not getting inputs to make a believable character.
And especially after coming off of Sakura and Aguilera.
The other challenge is the actress.
Is awful.
I wouldn't say awful. I'm going to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but she tries too hard. Compared to some of the other actors in the room, she comes off too hard. But that's why I dislike her. As for Ace, I think my challenge is...
He's a bootleg Tendo.
Well, the problem is, honey, we're watching Kabuto and you're... Oh. Fuck!
Just stop there.
but
Just don't say anything else. But no, he's just a bootleg
see, I'm
bootleg Tendo from Kabuto.
But you see, I kind of feel like there's a wall of experience here, and I'm on the less experienced side. These two have seen like every Kamen Rider twice.
No.
No, not twice.
I've not even seen every Kamen Rider.
Okay, but what about Kaiju? You've
I've
seen
not
it at
seen-
least once.
Which one?
Every Kamen Rider.
Every Kamen Rider.
No, I'm still working on the Showa era.
Show it on.
So, okay.
But the only Kamen Rider series we have not watched in full yet is Geo. For Heisei.
Funny enough, that's the one I've seen, so that's the only leg up I've got on these two.
So, okay. I'm not looking at it from a Kamen Rider perspective either. I'm looking at, like, my argument with Doctor Who. So, with Whittaker. You can tell Whittaker's Doctor was written by a man with no concept of how women are. And I'm not taking this from a feminist perspective because watching Don't Worry, Darling kind of gave me the opposite effect of a feminist perspective.
Oh.
But at the same time, my concern about any writers, especially like you said after watching Revise, having well-written characters, no matter how minor the female characters were, they were well-written as though somebody either talked to a woman once in her life or has more of a reference point than seeing whatever is current on YouTube or TikTok.
Well, I keep forgetting that our main character has a sister because she's barely done anything.
Well, that's kind of the point there. Sarah.
Yeah, I remember. Wait, although that's a curious Japanese name.
It is. I've never heard Sarah, S-A-R-A, before in Japanese.
I feel like I've heard it before, but I can't remember where.
I've heard Sarah, which is S-E-R-A, but...
Well, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
But at the end of the day...
Okay, Sarah.
I did like how episode 2, story-wise versus character-wise, put us into kind of what's going on.
Which is basically the third arc to Kamen Rider X8.
Moving on, I want your insight, because
this whole series is just one mishmash.
Wow, he didn't even get a chance to
Give
speak.
me a moment. All this series is a mishmash of previous Kamen Rider ideas that have been done better in other shows.
Now you see, what you've witnessed today is an evolution in our relationship about interruptions. Now the interruptions have gotten to Cruellica, and I don't get to speak, period.
That's what I'm trying to get you to
preempted. I know. But you see, this is how it goes. No speak, interrupted, interrupter, / preempter.
So are you taking over Advent and Chrysalige's job?
Well, since Advent Nebula doesn't want to do anything because he's too busy working.
Yeah, how selfish of him.
We gotta make it up somewhere.
But nevertheless, please. Please.
Perhaps the reason I like Naive so much is that he's the easiest to read. I mean, he wears his heart on his sleeve. And as a result, he's the one I most understand. Ace, they're trying very hard to give him multiple sides so that you never know who's the real Ace. He'll say that he lied about wishing for a future for children, but he will give a donation to save a child's life. He talks about... Well, he says that this game is basically the idea that might makes right. Whoever wins gets the wish. But he's also saved his fellow riders on several occasions. So it's clearly not just simple might makes right.
So, I can appreciate
He wasn't done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Side note, I am more of the Arthurian ideal of might for right.
Well, when I look at Naive, especially going into episodes 2 and 3, and I'm actually going to kind of blend him into... I'm going to blend my thoughts between the two episodes, because I feel like episode 2 was just like, this is what the game is. Episode 3 was, we're starting the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, for Naive, between episode 2 and 3, you kind of see his conviction. And I'm not a fan normally of characters who have like too strong of a conviction, because sometimes they do become too naive and they're taken advantage of too easily. And there's many series that we have those reference points where we can showcase they're taken advantage of to the point where you lose all character growth for them. But here, I have to say, in the context of a game, it's actually a little bit different. Because I'm thinking of like Dot Hack.
Mm. Fond memory there.
So with the original Dot Hack series, I'm not even going to try to say the main character's name because I cannot remember.
Haseo?
No, that was Giyu.
I'm talking about OG.
That was
Kite?
No, not Kite.
Orca?
He was...
Tsubasa?
No, it was Kite.
Was it Kite for the games?
For the video games, yeah, it was
Yeah.
Kite.
Oh,
the
for
guy
some
with
reason...
the orange with the...
some reason I thought Kite was anime. But, so Kite... He had very strong convictions as well. And I actually enjoyed that about his character.
What do you mean by strong convictions?
He stayed true to who he was with his convictions from the beginning of the game all the way to the end.
Okay.
Which is a rarity. Because usually when you have somebody who is too strong of convictions, they're regulated to background because they get taken advantage of so easily. I'm kind of hoping in a video game sense that Naive actually can fulfill his wish. Even though he's not the main character, I'm hoping...
No, he is the main character.
Well, Gates is the title character.
Yeah, but he's not... Geats is not the main character.
No.
Naivete or whatever...
Naive.
Whatever his actual name is
Killa.
the main character.
Well, do you want to call him Tanuki?
It's just like Kagami was the main character in Kabuto, even though he didn't become a rider until 25 episodes in, or 22 episodes in, whatever it was.
But I do feel as though his wish should get granted. And
Why?
I know
Because he's the one-dimensional hero, let's save everyone?
No, I actually think his wish is going to change to let's save everyone who has died in the game.
Or perhaps wish for a world without the desired Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what happens. I mean, third episode, and the first one is more just a teaser of the overall setup. Now, with the other writers, I sense that everybody's got a hidden side. Ace, we're Neon, I know she's put on the front of the naive, pampered princess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'll see a different side of her. I'm hoping so.
Oh, I know she's faking it, but it doesn't matter. She's a poorly written character, so I don't care what her actual real motivations are. I wish she would die in the next episode, but because she's the vagina, she'll be there for the rest of the show.
Wow, you're mad. Very mad.
Okay, honey.
What?
Now you need to take it down a notch. All right.
You're at the rage factor 10. We need an 8.
Yeah, we need you to pull back a tiny bit, okay?
Oh,
Just to
see, you're even hurting yourself on this.
pull back a tiny bit.
Okay, well, anyway, and then
I do feel a little bad, even though I probably shouldn't, for Depanda.
I don't. He doesn't have any of the. He's trying to be a Sakura from Oja without any.
No, that's Bufa.
Oh.
No.
Bufa is the one who's trying to be like a Sakura. The purple, the scorpion.
That doesn't matter. For me, Sakura was the annoying pink-haired girl in Naruto. Or better yet, the card captor who was really cute.
A Sakura was the cool Cobra dude from Ryuki who put a gun to a girl's head and took her as a hostage. Who was a badass because he was a serial killer.
Okay, you don't glorify serial killers.
I'm just saying
Please
that.
take it back a step. Let's take it back.
Whoa, wait. Don't glorify serial killers? You, of all people.
I want...
You who have... No. You don't get to talk about not glorifying serial killers.
I don't...
No. Nope.
I watch documentaries. That's not glorifying them.
Where's your book on serial killers?
Okay, that's downstairs in the car.
Okay. Anyway.
So there is the fellow who becomes... Oh, what is his animal?
Mary?
Yeah, the lamb.
Mary when I first heard Mary, I was like, Mary. And then I see the head, I was like, Mary had a little lamb.
I was thinking
Lisa's
of
white
One
as
Piece.
snow.
One Piece, I'm guessing?
No, I was thinking of two things.
Why are we never on the same wavelength?
One, the sheep guys from Yakuza Like a Dragon that are popping up when you have to keep what's his name Ichiban awake in the movie theaters.
Okay, I might be playing Yakuza, but I am not there yet. But
and
still.
Also in Catherine.
Basically, you're referencing video games for a video game writing series.
Oh, and then they get to the cosmetics. I was like, you want this to be the Fortnite of Kamen Rider? You don't need to go with that Fortnite-ish.
I'm waiting for them to pull up the microtransactions.
Well, they are.
That
was. You get cash, spirit cash.
Oh, I thought she had to use real-world cash.
Nope. As you participate in the tournament, you get spirit cash to use on cosmetics.
No, I'm talking about actual microtransactions where they have to actually spend their real money they're making.
Well, as far as I know, they're not making real money.
Like her having to spend that. Okay, you can access rider forms with this, with your actual money. Or
they haven't introduced pay to win.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanna reach level 5? You need to pay for it.
Well, so I've still yet to look up anything on Fortnite, mainly because
There's no need to.
I kind of want to not go into a rabbit hole. But when we got to episode 3, which was the zombie episode, I thought you had mentioned, I could be wrong, that Fortnite was...
Yeah, it started off with a zombie survival.
Okay.
It did.
So I kind of thought, I was like, so are we doing this as a reminder of the origins of Fortnite?
Well, I find it kind of funny that Giacomo, they've had thematic attacks in these 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
First, you had the very strange chanting red robes that I assume were part of classical Japanese food. They were in that area. Then there were bandits in the woods from whom you had to get the special devices. And then Zombie Wave 1 and 2. Even though there's probably no leader for the zombies, as that is thematically the whole point.
Well, it made me wonder. So I imagine this is going to be the case. It's probably not going to be any surprise or anything. But I almost feel like the Desire Grand Prix, the main villain is going to be the guy who keeps on looking at the board saying, Ukiyo Ace. Just because that seems the way things go. Because if it is written by the same writer as Xaid and 01, it's going to be an evil corporation.
Which will probably be the corporation that Neon works for, or that her mom is the family owns.
Well, what I know about Ace so far is that he's been through this Desire Grand Prix at least twice.
Yes, he basically is the... I feel like it's at least twice, if not more, that he is kind of like your ace in the hole. He knows the truth in a way of what's going on. He knows how the system is rigged, so he plays
just
it.
Just like Tendo in Kabuto.
I haven't seen Kabuto, so I don't feel that outrage.
Why do you keep on mentioning Kabuto?
Because this whole show has Kabuto all written all over it. They took Kabuto, they just took, okay, what can we steal from Kabuto, from Ryuki, from Xaid, 01, and mishmash it all together with poorly done characters. And terrible base form rider designs.
Really? I find it kind of clever.
I don't hate the rider designs.
I find it kind of clever.
Like, Mary's... I actually thought, when I saw it again, I was like, oh, it looks silly. But I kind of feel...
They're just boring black... And this is coming from someone who wears black a lot. They're just boring black, generic military-looking outfits.
How I think of it
with giant heads.
Well, I kind of think of the heads as because doesn't Fortnite have those character designs that are kind of wacky looking?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So wouldn't the heads be a reference to that in a way?
All I'm thinking of is that Jack in the Box mascot dude, but with generic black military gear on.
Oh, that guy. The big smiley cone head thing?
Yes.
But he's in a business suit. I find that it's the cross centered on the buckle that makes them distinct for me. That it's signaling, here's the half power you get from this tool and the other half you get from the other. I'm wondering how many more buckles they'll introduce, because at the moment there seem to be only 2 high-end buckles that stay with you through the tournament.
Well, yeah, because 2 people have the armored shield.
Those are they're the lesser.
Which armor he paints. Oh my god. That shield is totally a Forza shield, and the hammer is totally the one Nut Rider hammer from Kain.
Okay. Yeah, I can see how budget would allow for that.
I was going to say, are you telling them they cannot save money?
Yeah, but most of them are just little, and they only give you a weak weapon. Then there's the Magnum and Zombie buckles, which they don't fly off when you're done, but they seem to offer the best in terms of weapons and protection. So having them is a big deal. And it's curious, the rules of this Desire Grand Prix are very loose.
Don't die.
Well, there's no rule against trading buckles.
No.
So you can sabotage people. You get point deduction for attacking
For friendly fire.
but you aren't eliminated automatically.
Which I found that to be a little suspect.
Oh yes, there's much sus going on in this.
Well, that's the confusing thing, because if this dude's already bitten by a zombie, that means that technically he was not attacking his partner because he...
well, exactly.
That's one confusing thing. If he was already... he wasn't attacking his partner because he's a zombie. So why was he getting points deducted? Because then Geats wasn't getting points deducted when attacking him.
Could it be that the overseers only realized that he was a zombie after they wondered why he was attacking a teammate?
I wonder that, but I also sometimes wonder if they're stacking the deck.
Quite possible.
Because rewatching the first episode and seeing how that goes, it really felt like a stacked deck there.
What I find interesting, though, is that they are not automatically out now that they've been bitten.
No.
The game is not over.
Well, and that's the other thing, is... because they also have, like, at the end credits, and I mentioned this when we first watch it, it kind of reminds me very much like Death Note at the end of each anime episode, where it would have that black screen and a rule.
Well, the manga did that too for Death Note.
Well, I understand, but since this is a moving picture show, I figured I'd reference another moving picture show. But, see, Chrysalis Bloodborne doesn't have to physically be here, but we can still reference his idiosyncrasies.
There we go.
But,
we just won't eat his meals.
But I did find it kind of interesting at the end of episode 2, after Naive asks, so if somebody dies, I can wish them back to life. And she said, the moderator, so to speak, said, quite possibly.
Possibly.
And then at the end, it said, the winner can have any wish they would like, and then below it was the caveat, with exception.
And that is the ultimate get out of jail card.
I'm like...
We're making an exception.
Exactly. It's like, what are the exceptions then? You can't say you can have any wish in the world. But there are exceptions to the rule, and not tell you what the exceptions are. The same thing in episode 3 when he's recording his experiences, and the girl, who somehow finds a way to stalk everybody, says it's prohibited to share. But he's recording it on a device. And when he says he's recording it for his own use, she's like, as long as you don't share it with anyone. What if his sister picks up his phone at some point, He's not in the room. Is he still technically sharing it?
Probably not. But again, these rules seem to be a bit loose. Fast and loose. Even Mr. Let's kill everybody, that's my wish. They'll probably say, yeah, we're going to have some exceptions to that. So you, and that's it. Boop, bye. Actually, yeah, if you get sent to a world where everyone else is dead, but really you're just shunted into another dimension, they pulled a fast one on you.
Well, basically that would be I Am Legend.
But in reverse. Although, so I'm curious about where this is going and how these characters will reveal themselves. The Mary guy, he tries to buddy up with someone right away.
Which one is the Mary guy?
He's an older gentleman.
He's the one who first teams up with Neon, and then he's asking Naive, hey, how'd you score so high?
Oh, the tan-looking dude.
Yeah.
Tan, there we go. We'll call him Tan.
Fake and bake.
Fake and bake? Okay.
We'll call him
He
Fake and
buddies up to someone right away. I mean, he's trying to wheel and deal. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a car salesman.
I was going to say, I feel like he's in that sales motif.
Well, we had the guy who was the interviewer to
And
Naive at the start with his whole I want to save my son.
well,
now, come
and
on.
so
You can't fault that. That's a classic trope across multiple shows.
No, I'm not faulting that. I'm just saying that was predictable. He was going to be the first one to go because he was the only character of the group to actually get a backstory that's not the main character.
and rewatching Squid Game,
Oh, no. I was wondering how long we go before mentioning the Squid Game.
I actually felt like there's a lot of similarities.
Wait, you watched it before?
Yeah.
Oh.
I watched it in Korean before.
That's why you're watching it dubbed.
Well, yeah, because
The dub was awful.
the dub allowed me to listen to it in the background while I was working.
You could have watched something that had a good dub to it then.
I watched something I could listen to in the background, so I wasn't just watching it instead of working. But anyways, with Squid Game, there are a lot of similarities, especially when we got to like episode 3. So, for anyone who is not in the know of Squid Game, and I will put the caveat,
It's Battle Royale Hunger Games.
please, actually it's more than that, but please be over the age of 12 to watch it because the amount of blood.
I have 4th graders asking if I had watched Squid Game.
But anyways, there were so many connotations to it just in this because of the fact that the characters, they're all doing this for a goal. Like in Squid Game, it was for money. But here, they're doing it for a variety of possibly legitimate and selfish desires. But at the end of the day, isn't a wish, no matter how good it can be, selfish?
Depends on if you're around to enjoy the benefits
it's
of
called
it.
selfish.
And is it wrong? Is it wrong to practice a little self-ishness? Not selfish, but self-ish.
Selfish.
Because
To
think of
selfish.
like world peace. World peace, I think so many people want world peace.
That's
But
not
the
possible.
ability to obtain world peace means that some people, and not necessarily bad people, but that some people are going to have a horrible time of it.
Well,
Because I kind of feel like true world peace would be subjugation.
well, you'd have to see. We've never seen what peace looks like.
And we never will because
Wow, you're just a bundle of joy today.
well,
He's been like this all day.
you can't do world peace when everyone has individuality.
You find balance.
That's not how people work.
Well, let's hold on. I don't share that pessimism, but are you saying you agree with Homer Simpson? Lisa has the monkey paw. She wishes for world peace. Lisa, that was very selfish of you.
Yes.
Well, there we go.
But
I wouldn't mind giving that selfishness a try. Certainly better than the current situation.
true. But I think overall, I'm still interested in the series to want to watch it. Because I do want to see where it can go. And maybe, just maybe, my early opinions of characters can evolve. Maybe there will be... Because these are split-second decisions based on 3 episodes that we watched today.
We'll see. And the first 3 episodes don't know how to set the mood. I am pleased they haven't tried to introduce a castle in every episode.
Oh, yes.
That thing was odd, but
I feel like the castle was the final boss, because they said that first Grand Prix we were watching was 6 months in to the final battle.
The final battle, but that they knew about it, the fact that Ace knew about it means that he's encountered one at least previously.
I will say the castle actually reminds me of creatures from Onimusha. It was kind of cool.
There we go. So we'll see if maybe some stronger monsters that look Onimusha-esque appear as well. Oh, or will they look like Garo?
As long as they don't have to do a forklift mission.
I'm guessing that's...
Shenmue.
Mm-hmm.
No more forklifts.
Or if we could have like a Persona type mission, that would be awesome.
See, this is the barrier of experience.
He's never played Persona really either.
So, but you see, I hear forklift and all I think of is Mystery Science Theater 3000. He tried to kill me with a forklift. That's all.
I used it in my Yakuza review video. One of them.
I know, that's because I recommended it.
Yep.
But with that said, I don't have much more to share. Because all I could do is meander around.
Well, we never talked about the opening theme.
Well, I really watched it once. It's not. It doesn't catch me the way like Build did.
It's no Live Devil. Not even close to Live Devil.
It's, I would say still, while I enjoy Live Devil from Revise, I would still say let's the Gaim one.
Be the one?
No, that's
Build.
Build. Oh, okay. Don't say no. Just live more.
Just Live More. Just Live More from Gaim is still my favorite opening. And then it is admittedly I still like Build opening.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Wizard song I thought was pretty cool.
I do like Wizards. I also actually, this is an argument between me and him all the time. I actually really, really do like Ghost's opening song.
As one of the best?
Not one of the best, but I really do like
No,
it.
best Kamen Rider openings: Break the Chain, Brave Blade.
Oh God, no! I had that stuck in my head while we were going through all those Blade.
Live Devil. Whatever the Kuga opening is, the Agito opening,
Kuga,
Ryuki's opening.
No fear, no pain, except when
The
you get
Kabuto opening is
punched in the
pretty
face.
cool. It actually sounds Time Ranger-esque to me. Black's opening is awesome. Doll's opening. Gaim is good. Build is awesome.
I have Build's opening on my phone in both languages.
Ditto.
And 01.
They don't have 01 song in both languages.
No, I'm saying and 01's opening. Pay attention. The only openings I truly hate for Kamen Rider have been X-Aids. Ugh. And, well, the second Hibiki opening. Oh, God, that's awful.
Okay, but now we're just rambling.
But, okay, so the opening theme, I don't know how I think about it. I don't hate it, but nothing's truly gripping me with it.
I need to listen to it. I was hoping we'd listen to it a second time, and then you skip through it.
Well, you could have said something.
Barbed wire seems to be a theme.
I noticed that too when rewatching the first episode.
Oh, for the invisible walls.
Also a part of Fortnite, I guess, but I don't think they put barbed wire imprints in it.
I kind of thought of it like a cage match.
Well, let's see here. What was it called? The Elimination Chamber in WWE.
Yep.
F.
E.
F.
That's the World Wildlife Foundation.
Nope. World Wrestling Foundation.
What? Look, I'm just saying the WW Foundation took entertainment to the mat and pile drived it legally.
Which makes no sense to me. It was WWF for 25 years.
Longer than that, I think.
How
No.
long was the World Wildlife Foundation founded?
I think around the same time.
So
I'm like,
they
it took
probably-
them 25 years to say, you know what? World Wildlife Foundation.
Well, so one of the EAs at my school is actually he's a wrestler as well. He just applied to WWF.
E.
And I said,
Modern
I
E.
even told him, I was like, for me, it's always going to be WWF. And he understood why. He's like, I can totally understand.
Well, I like animals, so WWF organization for life.
Besides, like both.
Besides, your WWF had a criminal running it.
They've had criminals in it.
They've had murderers in the
But
show.
if we went through every corporation that had a criminal running it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't think the foundation is a corporation, though.
Oh, speaking of criminals, so Kevin Smith was talking about.
Once again! Can we
Well, no, hold on. I'll get on that. But yeah, Kevin Smith just actually recently said, because they were asking him when is Clerks coming to Blu-ray and stuff, and he said that Weinstein is holding them hostage. He apparently has to support Weinstein, try to get him out of prison, or Weinstein will not give him the rights to his movies. Okay, anyway, fine. Try to keep this interesting.
Yes, but we can talk about all of this during dinner.
It's fun to talk about here.
Hi everyone. Hi, Mr. Hanks'
Okay,
students.
whatever.
I apologize.
No, fine. No. See, at least we were making this entertaining because Geats is just there.
I didn't think it was that.
See,
okay.
I didn't say I downright hated it. I just don't.
Actually, after this review, I'm not sure we should keep watching it together.
I don't really care.
You just the name.
I like
the miasma of dislike.
from here.
It's solid. It permeates.
It's like
It smells like Red Bull.
oh,
Oh, get him on the other side.
Alright, on that note, click like, subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else YouTube has you doing. No. Nope.
Whoop, see, now I'm having fun again. We're all having fun here. Well, see, he doesn't want to touch me, so he has to restrain her.
And you can.
If I have to open my legs for this, we're definitely going to get a letter.
Nope.
Yes, you're in the circle. You're in the circle. Friendship circle, circle of trust. Inner circle.
Kaiju no Kami at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, Discord.
no, you're in.
We're not
Just deal with it. You're in the circle.
You're in the circle.
CreativityByDesignLLC.com. There's also a store, CreativityByDesignLLC.com/shop, and there's a link in the description below where you can go to the store to buy cool merch.
Please like, subscribe, hit the bell
I said that all.
notification, and if you want to support Silver Quill,
You can endorse the Circle of Trust on Twitter, DeviantArt, and YouTube under MLP Silver Quill. If you're searching YouTube, you can also search for After the Fact Silver Quill. Otherwise, you get a news program, which probably would do a study on human contact and circles of trust. So, there's that. I'm just gonna, whoop, there we go, further close the circle. Funny thing is, I'm not even touching him. And yet, he's like a caged wildebeest.
Well, wait,
Who's
I
now
can't
trying
do that
to-
with my foot.
Yeah,
No!
No, well, there we go. You got to just accept the circle of trust. Okay, good night, everybody.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.